just sitting here. I'm getting Snickers. Probably don't need it. Snickers, Butterfinger, all that. But wanted to speak on just how I'm trying not to get and stay hung up on the fact that they got that that camera. I can laugh at it, but like I said, it ain't really that funny. Trying to laugh to keep from snapping because that stuff is crazy. How people try to be in this little competition type thing with you just because they live beside you. You don't know how to live beside somebody and mind your business. You tend to your household, make sure things is orderly and done right in your household. No, y'all too worried about the appearance of it, what it looks like to other people. It looks like they got it together, but be lacking the intangible things. Um, so, yeah, I'm thinking about that, and I'm sorry, I'm smacking, but I got this little massage thing going on my back, like right close to where the crack of my butt meets my back, my lower back. It just feels so good. But yeah, try not to get hung up on that. Trying to stay focused on what I need to do here. Because again, all I gotta do, of course, now when I go out my house, I go to the left. I don't like, not superstitious, but I don't really like doing that because I'm not that left type of person. So, but it is what it is. Because only time they're gonna really see me on that camera, if at all, is when I take the trash out. Um, but yeah, I just feel like that because I'm at home. I'm in comfortable clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not out trying to show off to the world or anything like that. And I don't want nobody prying in and peering and, you know what I'm saying, trying to so-called look at my life. I don't know what they're doing with the footage or anything, but the blood applied, because some people use that just so they can do certain witchcraft and spells and stuff. And I trust God now that, before that stuff is even started, it's broken. Um, but anyway, try not to get hung up on that. Try not to go back and get hung up on the fact that I am going to speak about it, but like I said, not trying to get hung up on it. But the fact that I just kind of look back and I don't have no details of, I have my dream that I had about his mom calling somebody forth regarding him. And I'm talking about my boy's dad. When I say he, him, those are his pronouns. No, I'm just kidding. But, still drinking my eternal water. So good. Whether it's room temperature or whether it's cold. But, I just don't have the details like to how that transpired. I know I can go back to November 26th of 2017. Again, I don't know if he was talking to this girl prior to that, because when I did talk to her, she said a little over a year. That was December of 2018, so a little over a year. Is that a day, a month? You know what I'm saying? I definitely know now that by December of last year, he was definitely around. I mean, last year of 2017, he was there because he just so I don't know if it just transpired between November and December or if it was before that. But he was, he brought the kids so-called stuff for Christmas or whatever from somebody from, I'm not going to mention. And that was it. He stayed and I think, did he bring his daughter? I think he brought his daughter in November. And he finally took our son, who was 2 years old, somewhere. Never had taken him before, and even before that, he didn't even take our other son, our first son. too many places, except when he did the 1, 2, or 3 times. He only took them like in his life a total of five, like 5 times. My son is 9 years old, going on 10. He only been somewhere. Now he's been around his dad a lot, a little bit more. I ain't gonna say a lot more, but a little bit more than that. But by him coming over here, but he didn't take him. I'm thankful for it because I just don't want my kids to be infected and affected by certain stuff like that. But by you not taking them into healthy environments, that or you taking them into environments that you think is okay. And I mean, we all probably guilty of that, but then it turns out to not be a good place for them to be at. So that's the blessing for me. That's the relief, thank God. But getting older, never know when or if he had that desire to be around them, take them anywhere, whatever. I don't even want to speak it into existence because it's just like soon, and it do seem like soon as it's something like that, it be my worst fears, like coming to try to bother with me. I'm talking about that it don't even stop at just bad fears. It goes to worse. Like with my daughter being gone and not seeing her, that's what I'm saying, that's one of the worst things naturally a mother could go through. But spiritually, God got me grounded, rooted, and gave me peace. But and I didn't really have peace when the boys' dad would take them somewhere. I stayed up praying the whole time. I couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to do something else, I wasn't gonna be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to sit and relax and enjoy I wouldn't. It was torment because my mind wandering. I'm already feeling the type of way. Feelings already hurt because you're supposed to be with me. And if y'all going somewhere, you're supposed to include me as well. But no, it was just torment. It was just, oh, Lord have mercy. God knows. But anyway, so trying not to get hung up on that. But like I said, I'm just looking back. Um, go off what she told me. But of course, he didn't tell me that because he was scheming, plotting, planning, hoeing. And then I know he put up a Facebook message on like the 26th or 27th and saying of 2017 saying, I don't have nobody. That was after me and him got into a little, you know what I'm saying, our stuff. Let's see, was I talking to that girl? Yeah, I was talking to her in 2017. That was after me and him, after he was verbally banned from here because, well, the police officer advised me to verbally ban him from here. And I did go along with it because you to me, I just felt like he should have known better not to come and spew any of his mom, anything that had to do with his mama. Do not bring that to me. Do not take that up with me. Take that on yourself. If she's saying something to you about me, feel how you feel. You can honestly speak up for me. Speak up for me and speak against whatever, I'm saying, madness is being spoken in my direction. But I guess he didn't know how, he didn't want to, or whatever, really, because he came over here saying he was glad that I went through that and all that, dealing with that with his mom. So I'm like, oh, nobody. I don't know what you think this is. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he boasts a lot and brag when it comes to when he feels dominant about something, but he don't like to see it. To me, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't want to see me win at all. And he was hung up on wins and losses and everything was a game and competing. And I was just like, wow, I didn't know people really be like this. Like, and I seen him up close and personal. I'm like, really competitive on pretty much everything. To let it be, y'all could be somewhere tying your shoe. You want to see who gonna win or who do the best. But I just be like, nah, I can't. And it was most of it was hidden or like it was subtle. So you ain't gonna know that he's competing with you until it either come out of his mouth or, it come out in his actions or whatever. But, I'm like, why are y'all doing this? Because I just don't feel the need to compete with no males out here. I don't even feel the need to compete with females. I do feel the need to try to be better than what I was yesterday. And that ain't even competing with myself. That's just, staying encouraged and being uplifted and, just continuing to try to go higher. But, oh my goodness. So, What was I looking? I was also looking back on it was something else. 'Cause you know that hindsight just it hits you funny. But yeah, like I don't know the natural details of how he even linked up with her. His mama, spiritually or whatever, could have called that forth or caused that to happen. Did she already know him? I mean him. Did she already know the girl? Did she already know her family, her relatives, et cetera, third? How did this happen? I think that's what I think I'm more concerned at times about that rather than whether he got a baby. And I don't know, to think about him being married, even engaged, like he said. He told me he was engaged to somebody else before, and then the girl, I talked to the girl, and then the girl was like, "Oh, I'm going back to my baby daddy." So I didn't really trust it when he told me that in 2020. I was like, I mean, I'm not saying it was the same case, but I mean, that girl probably on the way back to whoever, but that day or that revelation or that type of information never came to me. And in fact, they went on to still say that she was his wife and this, that, and the third. That's something that he never told me. He just told me that she was not she, but he was engaged. And he was so funny because he mentioned to me before, "You're not even engaged." This was in 2012, and I was like, but this he's telling me this and knowing that he was the only male that I was involved with. So I was just like, wow. I don't know. There's just certain words that he uses over and over, and I just don't get it sometimes. But yeah, like again, I'm not even really asking for these details. I'm just venting about it and just trying to continue to get past it, even the things that I don't know. That I might feel like I want to know, but yeah. But yeah, yeah. Did his mom know? Did he know? Did he link up with her on, like he was on a dating site before? Of course, I didn't really catch him, but somebody else brought it to my attention, and I just, I mentioned it to him and this, that, and the third. And when I mentioned that to him, he was just like, somebody else trying to start something between us, and you know, whatever. And I really did side with him, believe it. I felt like that. And I ended up asking the person, I was like, "Why? What are you doing on there anyway?" I forgot what they told me because I was not wrapped up. And I was wrapped up in him. He had already been on this dating site before. And I don't know. Um, I don't know if I said something about it, if he claimed he deleted it or whatever, but then yeah, back on it. And then and I seen it myself one time on my own eyes. He was like buying the premium. I was like, I don't care if it was $2, $3. I was like, oh no, that money can be coming here, and you sitting here buying premium about a dating site and trying to. Oh no, absolutely not. So I felt the type of way. That didn't stop him necessarily. He he just one of them ones that he gonna do his own thing or whatever. And it's crazy because I kind of respect that because I respect the decision maker, but it was just he was making decisions that would always negatively affect me. It was selfish and it was just about himself and how he seen it. Hey, close my door. So it was just how he seen it. And do your work. Get to work. Um, so anyway, yeah, it was how he seen it and what he felt like he needed to do. And I'm understanding when it comes to that because I'm trying to do what I need to do. So sometimes I just don't let nobody else interfere. Um, so yeah, you know, those things like that or whatever seem like they can be more heartbreaking to me than the actual overall situation. I mean, I don't like the situation, but Like the small things, like how'd you even link up with this person? Where did this come from? And I asked her how long she had been around. Now by that time, I had been around for already like 7 or 8 years. So, what are you doing here? How did you get here? So, of course, I go back and I look. And I'm like, she wasn't the one that he was talking about, saying she's already here. And like I said, granted, in 2012, ain't no telling who he was talking to, who he was seeing, whatever, whatever. But he definitely sent me a lot of mixed signals. I've never dealt with nobody like him. Like, that's the thing about it. Be like, gosh, I never met nobody like you. It's interesting. So I'm intrigued, and behind the heartbreak was coming. The heartbreak, heartache, all that. And still trying to recover and get past it. Seriously. That was a relationship that, honey, I was involved in. And I was just like, mm-mm. I was committed to serving God and being obedient. And in that, it just came a certain way with him as far as just like, be careful with him. And I was careful with him. But I didn't know that that mean that he could be careless of me on a regular basis, whether by feelings or whether he really was just doing something careless. But so yeah, and so then I'm not trying to get hung up on um the fact that they got the camera up and again it's in similar or mocking type manner to me because I have a camera up and I've had mine up for like 2 months before they got theirs up. And I do stuff with purpose and it's not vanity or anything like that. It's not to show off. Because I do remember when I said, oh, I got cameras all around here because they was pissing me off but with the little boy or whatever. And I had already had my cameras up anyway, but I just had them in different locations. But I was like, I got camera. Oh, you ain't got nothing. They just like to sit around and say what somebody else got and don't got. I don't care about that. For one, if I didn't have much of nothing, so what? What is it to you? Why are you concerned about that? I'm gonna have what I'm gonna have, and it don't necessarily gotta look like what y'all got because again, you cannot take this stuff to the grave. And then sometimes when you pass on, your kids and grandkids do not want that stuff that you accumulated. It might not be their style, they taste this, that, and the third. So you know what I'm saying. And then my situation, my life is just so different. So anyway, that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. So then I went and put mine up. I didn't put it up to show off or anything like that. They gave me a reason with that. Again, that little boy just always, hitting my door and just coming to my yard, period. Like, I don't want you over here. So try not to get hung up on that. And just the fact that I do stuff. Sometimes I will be doing something and I will do it in secret. I mean, and oftentimes, not even sometimes, because I'm not trying to do nothing bad, but I will do something good and I'm doing it in secret. And you just so happen to either, again, give me a reason for me to show forth or, so I'm in the middle of the video and then he comes in. So I'm going to try to give him some time to adjust. And then I will go on. recording chat. What is it? Okay, put them up. When I ask you something, answer, not just show. You have a mouth, you can speak. Okay, here I'm handle his business, so I'm saying I'll do stuff in the future, and it's just something good, like or it's just something relaxing and peaceful, like going to gazebo and I get in my spa. That's just none of your business if I just want to enjoy it and I don't want you to know about it. Um, Me and God know, and that's what matters. But anything good, bad, or indifferent that I be doing, God knows what it is, and it's not affecting you. Anyway, so a lot of people just maybe if they ever get to find out, but gonna be surprised to know, this whole time she was just minding her business, tending to her life, building up her life, enjoying her life. But we've been trying to come at her and have a spirit of sabotage and all types of other stuff. um, and so that's the funniest part. That's the humorous part. Like you putting your cameras over here to see what exactly? Um, and just yeah, 10:45. Get back to work. But oh Lord, you gonna find and see. This is why sometimes I can't get everything done because I'm getting questions asked all the time, which I have no problem. Your mother, that's just what it is. But I didn't have these children by myself, so that's what it ain't. Sorry, that's not me drinking my water. But yeah, or you gonna see that I was just sitting somewhere writing on a piece of paper, or I was sitting somewhere recording an audio video. But you think that you know what I'm saying? You thinking you gonna miss something regarding my life because I ain't invited you? I'm not. These are people that sometimes have invited me, but then it turns out that they had the wrong intentions and motives. They invited me when I first moved over here to a Thanksgiving or two. I done sat down like once or twice with them. I done sat down and had you know, dinner and stuff with them. And again, didn't know that I was sitting down eating with people that was going in the near future, which, you know, took a while to get here, but called me out my name, insult my children, and all types of stuff, and look down on me. So, hey, that's on them. Even just down to one time I asked to borrow $20. I think I really needed it. I needed some gas in the tank. And I gave it back and then turned around like the next week or something. The lady just copied off of me. If you have it and you're able, why would you even bother to ask me? You trying to test me? No. Or you don't even really need it. But I was like, oh, I don't have it. I'm not able to. Like, if I'm borrowing some money from you, evidently, I don't really have no money to be a lender. At this point, I can lend a little bit, and I do continue to speak of my life. I'm a lender and not a borrower. But she didn't even get to see them days as far as, you know, and that's what I feel like a lot of people is not going to get to see those types of days with me if I get to see them myself, Lord willing. But those types of days where I'm able to do something beneficial that they can feel and they can see. Because I've definitely been doing stuff that's highly beneficial that they cannot see. And that's even naturally and spiritually. Of course, praying and all that, but like, you're not even gonna get to experience some days because look how you treated me when you felt like I don't have nothing or I couldn't do nothing for you. And I don't think I need to sit around trying to do anything for you anyway. If you got stuff and I got stuff, then we need to be maintaining our stuff. You sitting here worrying about, you know what I'm saying, the wrong thing. So even my daughter's dad, you know what I'm saying, just always coming at me, just listening to other conversations about me and stuff like that. Knowing good and well that he's provoked me and he's been up close and personal with me, so he knew my character. how I am, what I am, but he would come back and tell me, you over there cussing this lady out and she did this for you. And I mean, just even repeating that. He might not even truly believed it, but just repeating it. He just wanted to have something to say and try to make it seem like. And so when he turned and became one of those people, I was like, yeah, this world, that's crazy. Because he was not like that. He wasn't like that at one point in time, or I either just crept up. I didn't know. And so, but yeah, I just realized people just want to have somebody to blame or to, again, make them feel like they're better than somebody, superior. Um, then, of course, my boys' dad, where he was, oh, you think you want me to be a thug? I don't know who he was sitting to and discussed that with. Oh, you think you smarter than everybody? I don't know who he was sitting with and discussed that with. After you've been up close and personal, and these are other people that have been up close and personal to me. Some other people haven't gotten so personal, but they definitely gotten close enough, and they seen what they seen, and they made a judgment call. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's how we rocking. Hey, see if the mailman is gonna stop at the front. Just look out the window or whatever and see. If they do, then you could go check it. Cause I didn't check my email to see if something was coming. Um, but yeah. So again, all right, just go get whatever it is. Be careful. Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, so try not to get hung up on that. The fact that y'all don't know what I'm doing. I think too, it did. Some of it started out sneaking. When I was in my childhood, I snuck to do certain stuff because I wanted to get away with it because I was a child and I didn't want my parents knowing. And yeah, it was some of it was troublesome, um, but you know, I don't feel no different than anybody else. That's what children do. Um, so yeah, I was trying to get away with certain stuff. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this survey too at the same time. Uh, what is it? See, this is another thing. I'm just doing this in silence and private, and it's none of nobody's business. It means it's besides me, God, and the person, whoever getting the answers. But I just feel like y'all are stupid, stuck on stupid. And that don't mean that I feel like I'm better than y'all. That just shows you just showing and telling that it's something retarded and remedial in you to where you just it's got you like, oh, if I can't see what's going on over there, then I can't sleep at night. I can't eat good. Okay, well, whatever. I want to know things too, but I'm trying to tell you I do less prying and I just do more allowing the information to come to me. Some stuff hasn't came to me that, I felt like I wanted to know or whatever, but I didn't mean I'm not going looking for a lot of stuff. um because so often stuff just came to me what I need to know and I feel like that's on a need to know basis. I have just learned to mind my business and that's that. And then whatever, somebody else's business comes to me, that's something different. But they sit around, honey, and try to spread my business from household to household, ear to ear, and talk. And yeah, God have heard them conversations that I hadn't heard, and that's why some people just is really removed from me. And almost want to say, including my daughter, but he did know she was having a conversation with her dad. I didn't know she was in the house having this conversation with him on her device or whatever. I didn't find that out until she was removed from my house, in which, yeah, it's just something. So, that right there is just, oh, I'm 30 minutes in. I need to be talking. That just is bothersome. It's like, y'all really got to sit around and be like that. Mhm. And that's why I don't feel like I like people. I'm not fond of people like that. I love my loved ones. I love especially my immediate household. And it is what it is. I don't hate nobody else, but I don't. It's trying to get to that. I feel like the enemy wants me to go there to, you need to hate these folks. Cause they ain't, you know what I'm saying, see how they are. But the love of God and the forgiveness and those principles and things that I apply, um, and have learned to apply and practice long before I met some of these people and interacted, that's what I stick with. You know, it's nothing that I've came across that, has stopped me, but I'm telling you, it'll be almost teetering on that borderline, like, oh, no, that you need to curse their asses and let whatever gonna happen happen. But after a day or a week or a month, I'll be past. Um, so trying to think, was there anything else that I was hung up on, like bothered, or that I'm trying not to stay hung up on? It's just mainly that where people just listen to other people. You feel like you heard their side of the story, or you seen how you really heard how they feel about it. You didn't even really heard the truth because they didn't even tell the truth. They told you how they feel about me or something that might have transpired between us. Word, more, of course, more than likely it's just words spoken. Because I don't be out here just putting my hands on people, on just anybody. Now I ain't gonna lie now. Stuff that went on behind closed doors as far as, what I'm saying, if I feel like I'm being abused in a certain type of way, it might come out in a physical or whatever, but um but yeah, I'm not just out here just doing anything. That's my thing. Nobody's putting their hands on you or anything like that. They talking, even if I talk and said some words that offended you. I don't really insult people. I speak the truth and I stand on it. I feel like it's more than the facts, and people just do not like it. And so anyway, so I'm operating in a way that to keep my peace, protect my peace. I'm glad she said that now. I received that from my life. I'm going to continue to protect my peace. That's what I've been doing. Protect myself, protect my children, watch over my household. And that's what I'm doing. I really can't and don't be having room to do much of nothing else because people don't know how to behave. And so, you know, it really does scare me, try to shake me up or whatever. Now, I'm not scared of them per se, but I'm just like, just the fact that I feel like I gotta sit down and think about, oh, what I gotta do next to make sure that you don't come for me in this type of way. I don't want to do that. That's not how I want to spend my time. I'm not gonna say what I don't got time for, because I'm here. But I don't want to spend my time doing that. So again, this is just like my side of some of it. If I could talk about an individual and go into individual details on what I feel I did to this person or whatever, what they may feel I did to them, or you know, then I would. But I don't know who's listening, who will hear it, and they definitely don't know who cares at all. That's where the lines are definitely, it ain't even blurred. It's just like nobody seems to care. And that's fine. It's understandable. Oh, we got our own problems. Understandable. Then focus on that. Don't focus on mine. Don't focus on my life because I'm not contributing to your problem. So, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, again, I returned people's mail. I did, what I'm saying, where they held on to, like, literally held on to my stuff. And that's a word right there, letting you know they trying to hold on to your stuff and hinder and hold up what's for you. And I trust God that you gonna be caused to let it go, honey. Like you shouldn't have nobody stuck in your hands. You shouldn't have my stuff in your hands, period. And I'm not pressed about it because I'm not gonna sit here and say that I haven't stolen from people, especially younger age, but stolen and what I'm saying, tampered in somebody's stuff and this, that, and the third. A lot of times I've been invited to, but sometimes I wasn't. And so you reap what you sow. But once I get wind of it and I know, oh, this is what's going on. You trying to hold up something, hinder something. Y'all ain't stopping nothing. God's will be done, regarding my life and just regarding all that's going on. So yeah, you got no choice but to let myself go, and what's mine is mine. What is for me is for me. What's from God and of God is for me, it's mine. So, to God be all the glory for that. Understanding and just knowing that it's gonna come to me. It's period. And because I'm not trying to stop and hinder nothing that's coming, maybe I'm helping to stop something from coming upon you. You know what I'm saying? That's really destructive, or it's really the wrath of God, or some type of, you know what I'm saying? Because vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So, with that said and with that understanding, it is what it is. And that's why people hold on to your stuff. Oh, I'm gonna take this because if I have this of hers, then this ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have her daughter in our household because we know she belonged to her. Not, what I'm saying, I don't own her, but we know she been under her care. Maybe that's gonna protect me and that's gonna stop. No, honey, whatever's gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen to you. Same with myself. I ain't there's certain stuff that I felt like I do feel like I be trying to avoid and this and the third, and sometimes I don't even know what it is. Sometimes it's nothing, but sometimes it's oh no, you won't have to face this. So I'm speaking to myself as well, but um, I ain't taking nobody's. I don't feel like I'm taking anybody's stuff to do it. I'm utilizing my own the resources that I have to. So that's why I guess I feel like it's not so bad because I'm not over here using you as a shield and this and that. No, absolutely not. And again, not to say that I haven't done that before. And yeah, you ain't gonna, it ain't gonna catch up, but it will. It can. But that's probably about it this morning. Like, it was just irritating me. So I wanted to speak on that. Let me get off here. Almost 40-minute video and upload.